Welcome to the Aqua-Cultured channel, featuring my 1989 44-foot DeFever Offshore Cruiser, and myself, Ashley Ringelspa, aka Captain Butch. Join me as we perform some boat maintenance and repairs, and enjoy the benefits that come with this amazing lifestyle. I have been living aboard for the last 12 years, and I look forward to sharing with you what I have learned and the experiences that happen along the way. This is the Aqua-Cultured life. What's up, Aqua-Cultured people? Welcome back. So I kind of left you guys hanging as it relates to the costs involved in the repairs, upgrades, and maintenance of my DeFever 44 over the last 6 years. If you have not seen the 3-part tour series that I made for the interior, exterior, engine room, please go back and check those out. There's a lot of good information there, and I also talk about costs, but I never totaled it all together, and I also left out a 4th part, and that was for my haul out that I did a couple of years ago, which I needed to do a bottom job and do some repairs and maintenance items that needed to be taken care of. So I'm going to talk about those costs, and then at the end of the video I'm going to wrap it all up and talk about the total costs for all parts of the boat for the repairs, maintenance, and upgrades. And I'm not talking about the fuel costs and slip fees. I'm talking about the physical items for the repairs and upgrades that I've made over the years to get the boat to where I want it, which it's still ongoing, but it gives you an idea of what you could spend in a 6-year period on a boat like this. And while we're on the topic of boat yards, I'm really interested to know what boat yards you guys have used. So drop a comment below, let me know what yards you've used and continue to use, where they're located, if they're self-service, full service, if they let you live aboard, what services you had done, the positive experiences. I'm not looking for negative reviews. I think the feedback will be helpful for people who are watching this video, and also for myself when I am cruising around and I need to have a haul out for whatever reason. I would like to know what's available for me. And if you guys are enjoying these videos, help me out, throw me a like, drop a comment below and let me know. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell so you know when I'm posting future videos, because they come sporadically. And of course, follow me on Instagram. That is aqua_cultured on Instagram, so you don't miss a thing. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. The dreaded haul out, one of the least favorable things about boat ownership. Haul outs are a necessary inconvenience. They're not fun to prep for, your cruising or life aboard is disrupted, and typically you are about to spend a lot of money, a lot of labor, or a combination of both. The best part about a haul out, aside from when the boat is going back in the water, is seeing the massiveness of your incredible vessel in all its glory. Some of the reasons for haul out include emergency repairs, out-of-water surveys for purchase and insurance reasons, routine maintenance and upgrades, or your cruising season is over and you need to safely store your pride and joy. In my case, I needed an out-of-water survey for insurance renewal purposes. The bottom needed fresh anti-fouling paint, and some of the below the waterline gear needed attention. For my haul out, I chose a full-service yard in downtown St. Petersburg called Sailor's Wharf. I have had several boats hauled here over the years, including a 63-foot Hatteras motor yacht, and I have been pleased with their rates, friendliness, safety, work quality, and efficiency. So once they had my 45,000-pound boat out of the water and settled onto the jack stands, the first item of business was to get the insurance survey out of the way. Every several years, my insurance provider requires an out-of-the-water survey before they can renew my insurance. I hired Miley Marine Surveying, a father and son team based in Florida who I've used several times over the years. They are very reasonable, thorough, and knowledgeable. Right here, Austin Miley is looking for any delamination or soft spots by tapping the hull. Upon completion of the survey, they provide a written report that you can give to your insurance provider. As we review the exterior bottom half of the vessel, you can see how the DeFever 44 is so well known for its quality of build and seaworthiness. I mean, look at those rudders and propeller shaft struts. They are quite substantial for a vessel of this size. And just to point out a couple more features below the waterline, this is the intake grate for the sea chest that feeds all of the raw water for the boat.
and this is one of the stabilizer fins. Notice that it's hollow in the middle, which may be good for hydrodynamics, but is a pain to maintain since biofouling is very difficult to remove from that inner space. Okay, the next order of business is to have my rudders dropped so that the old corroded bronze rudder post stuffing boxes beneath my bed can be refurbished, repacked, and reinstalled with new bolts. You can see that salt water has been seeping in here for a long time, and it is pretty much impossible to repack the stuffing boxes due to the overhead access beneath the steering brackets. Next up was to have two of my old SV style Groco seacocks used for gray water discharge refurbished, and the air vent seacock for my sea chest totally replaced. Also, I had a leaky depth sounder transducer that I had rebedded. And then of course it was time for the bottom job, in which it had been about 4 to 5 years since it was last done. The yard pressure washed and sanded the hull and sandblasted the running gear to prep for the paint. I went with Hawk Biocop TF for the hull and Petit Barnacle barrier for the running gear. And then one last unplanned addition, one of my neighbors mentioned last minute that they had a couple of unused Lumitech Seablaze underwater lights that they would sell me for a couple $100. So I went ahead and had the yard install them in the transom for around $200, and then I did the wiring later on. I was really happy about that decision due to the sea life that the lights attract at night. And just like that, from the point the boat was lifted out of the water to the point she was ready to go back home was about 2.5 weeks, and the total cost was about $11,000.
All right, there you have it. That was the haul out. I know it was a quick and dirty video, so if you have any questions about any of the processes or things that I had done, feel free to drop those questions below in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer them there. Also, I have the links to Sailor's Wharf, Miley Marine, and the products that I use for the bottom job below. And finally, to pay off on the tease about the total costs over the last 6 years for the repairs, upgrades, and maintenance, if you've been following along on the 3-part boat series and generator rebuild, and then of course the haul out, here are the total costs. Okay, so the interior cost around $9,000, exterior $11,000, the generator $6,500, the engine room $6,000, and the haul out around $11,000. So that gives us a total of around $43,500 over the last 6 years. That doesn't include the dockage, fuel costs, insurance, so there's a lot more money involved, but I just wanted to give you a rough idea of what you could spend on a boat like this over a 6-year period. So could I have spent less? Yep. Could I have spent more? Absolutely. But I ended up spending what I could afford and did the things that I felt necessary to keep the boat afloat, safe, comfortable, and make me a proud captain. And of course, it's never ending. There's going to be a lot more projects to tackle. I have a long list. I still want to get the boat hauled out again to do other projects. And follow me along on Instagram, of course, so you don't have to wait for these videos to come out. So follow me at Aqua_cultured on Instagram. Make sure you like these videos, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when I post the next videos. Really appreciate you guys following along, and I'll see you next time. And remember, if you're not floating, you're sinking, so stay afloat, my friends.